You are listening to ChartingWealth.com for Friday the 18th of November 2016. The market continues to fly upwards, up over the course of the day. The total market 0.48%. We now have 5 up candles showing us 10 days of strong upward movement in the total market. Our derivative oscillator continues to gain energy. We crossed over going up on the 10th as far as our 2-day chart goes, and we have seen strong movement up since then. The PPO, what we used to call our MACD, it stands for price percent oscillators, just like the moving average convergence divergence indicator, except it uses percentage rather than dollars, has continued to climb strongly, as has our moving average, our red signal line as we call it. So we're continuing to see strong growth. If we look intraday, what do we see? Well, up in the morning and up in the afternoon, we're well above our 2-day trend line. We're currently in a downtrend on our weekly chart, but if we continue to see this movement, we may see that change. We do see it getting closer and closer. Of course, we will be recording after the close of the market on Friday our weekly review and forecast for you, so do make sure to listen to that over the weekend. We may have a change. You never know how strong the market will be in the morning, but we have a great 2-day trend line continuing to boom up. Now, for us to find any kind of buy-in points to jump in, we're going to need some kind of pullback, and maybe that'll happen over the course of the next week. We'll just happen to see. We'll keep you posted as far as the total market goes. Now let's jump into the S&P 500 as depicted by SPY, another exchange-traded fund. It tracks those 500 big stocks with lots of the market's volume in the S&P 500. Again, 5 big up candles, a nice strong trend line. The S&P 500 too is currently in a confirmed down move on the biggest chart that we look at, the weekly chart, but our 2-day chart bisected it. Now, it could also be getting close to crossing over. Hasn't happened yet, but we shall wait and see. And of course, it also crossed over going up back on the 10th. Strong up movement since the 10th of November. If we look intraday, strong movement up in the morning and the afternoon as far as our Heiken Ashi, our average pace candlesticks go. We continue to, we do see that we had lost a lot of energy around the 15th and 16th in the 4-hour chart, and it is trying to gain some of that back when it comes to the derivative oscillator. MACD continues to push upwards, so we'll continue to watch, see how long that goes on. Don't have a pullback, so we don't have a buy-in point at this time. We'll wait to see when that occurs. Remember, what goes up does come down. Now let's look at our last index before we get to gold. Oh, for the record, S&P 500 up 0.5% for the day. The Qs was up 0.74, so almost 0.75%. It has not yet crossed over on that 2-day chart going up, and the weekly chart is still in a confirmed down move. We'll continue to watch, see if that occurs. That may be happening soon with the strong up movement of the last 2-day candles, so 4 days of strong up movement. We will continue to watch and see. Let's take a look at what's going on the 4-hour chart, and we have 3 days of strong up movement actually crossed over in the afternoon on the 15th, moving up, 15th of November, and we're waiting to see if there's going to be a pullback for a potential get-in point. We're just getting up to pushing that weekly trend line, so we'll see how things go on Friday in the marketplace. Now, lastly, we'll go back to our 2-day chart, and we will take a look at gold, which was down 0.53% for the day. We have 3 connected 2-day candles going down, crossed over going down on the 14th, and we've seen down candles on the 16th and down candles on the 17th since then on our 2-day chart. So we're continuing to see down movement occurring. And if we look intraday on gold at that 4-hour chart, what's it doing? Well, gold actually backed way down in the afternoon after some up movement in the morning and recovered a lot of that loss. And remember, gold has not closed below that low it hit at 116.02 in the morning on Monday the 14th. So we'll continue to keep an eye on gold. It may or may not flip over soon. If it does flip over moving up, then of course this 4-hour chart is really good. We can see that the derivative oscillator actually, even with the down movement over the course of the day, down 0.53%, the derivative oscillator continued to lose downward momentum. So we'll just watch and see if we have any kind of imminent crossover going up. If that occurs, remember this 4-hour chart has been really, really good to us. You might jump in to a nice virtual trade and buy some gold just to see. Again, remember you are betting against this down move in the weekly chart and a strong down move in the 2-day chart. But that 4-hour chart has been good to us. What do we like the best though? We like riding down on the 4-hour chart as things started right around the afternoon of the 7th. Why? Because when the short chart is moving in the direction of the big charts, that's what we're looking for. We like to have a pullback occur, and then when that crossover happens, jumping in, because remember, all things being equal, the market always tends to move in the direction of the largest chart. And that largest chart is our weekly chart. That's why we chart that once a week. And we'll be giving you all that information over the weekend with the weekly review and forecast. Those of you who keep up daily with that daily market worksheet, please fill it out every day. If you want to learn how to do this, how to read charts and become a charting master, it truly is your roadmap to the future, roadmap to riches. If you can figure out how to read these charts, that's what we're into. And doing that, filling out that daily market worksheet is the way to put your learning into hyperdrive. If you would like the daily market worksheet, the outline, the layout that we use at freestockcharts.com, and our link to the 15-minute how to read a stock chart video, it's for the asking. All you got to do is go to chartingwealth.com, sign up for our newsletter. You'll get the podcasts every day, plus the weekly review and forecast, and you'll get those 3 bonuses for absolutely nothing. They're priceless, and we're happy to send them to you. If you appreciate what we do for you every day, we ask you to please go subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us a 5-star rating. You guys have made us as high as number 6 in the world in stock market podcasts, and we so appreciate that. We also ask, go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And also, when you subscribe at iTunes, by the way, give us a 5-star rating, say something nice about us. Remember that YouTube subscription also, that's one of the first places we load up all of our new training, all of our new information. We would love to have you at both those places. And again, the place to get the daily podcasts emailed to you is our newsletter at chartingwealth.com. God bless. Hope you've had a great week and you're continuing to spend 10 minutes with us, no more, every day charting these charts. It's your road path to wealth. God bless. Take care.